Hello everyone and welcome to Galaxy 89 Cars. Today I'm bringing you an in-depth tour of a 2012 Mercedes-Benz C63 Black series, which at the time of publishing is for sale at the Asian Corporation. The Black series is rear-wheel drive and comes in a 2 or 4 seat configuration. Its naturally aspirated 6.2 litre V8 produces 510 brake horsepower and 457 pounds-feet of torque. As a result of weight reduction to the engine, the top RPM is now 7,200 RPM, up from 6,700 RPM. With the right tyres, this translates to a 0 to 62 time of 3.8 seconds, but the average recorded is 4 seconds and has a top speed of 186 miles per hour. Impressive figures for a car close to 2 tons. The monstrous chrome-tipped quad exhaust is valve controlled, but only really comes in ferocious. The C63 has 19-inch front and rear 10-spoke high-gloss black wheels with Continental tyres. It is 4,704mm long, 1,826mm wide, 1,386mm high, and weighs 1,720 kilograms. With 510 brake horsepower at your disposal, you're going to need stopping power. This car comes with AMG performance brakes with ventilated discs. One of the things that sets the Black apart from the other models, such as the 507, is the aero package, the carbon front winglets and the unavoidable rear wing. The angular LED front day running lights complement the aggressive stance. There are quite a few night pack elements, such as the gloss back grille and front splitter. The bonnet vents have been carried over from the 507 and are probably quite functional in helping to release hot air from the engine. There are indicators on the electronically adjustable wing mirrors. The extended wheel arch is one of the key aesthetic characteristics of the Black series. There is also a gloss black strip which accents the side of the car. The fuel filler cap is on the right side of this model. The unavoidable and dynamic rear spoiler is in gloss carbon, apart from the struts holding it up. AMG are noted as saying these aerodynamic components are functional and increase downforce, but no official figures have been released. The key is standard AMG with buttons to lock and unlock and for the boot. As this has a keyless system, we can walk up and enter the car with the key in hand. The interior is a mixture of leather and Alcantara, with red contrast stitching. The sill features a non-illuminated AMG plaque. Apart from a bit of widening and lowering, this is based on a standard C-Class, so entering and exiting the car is very comfortable. As with all of my videos, I will do a short POV tour of the interior before going into more detail. From the top of the door, we move down to find the door release catch and the lock and unlock buttons. Below this are the mirror and window controls. Going down further, the interior boot release mechanism is found. There was also quite a large amount of storage. Rising up to the right of the steering wheel, we find the parking brake, exterior light controls, the keyless start button and the first of 4 air vents. The vents can be easily directed and opened and closed using the central rollers. The flat top and bottomed AMG performance steering wheel is upholstered in leather with Alcantara inserts along the side, optimum position for maximum grip. The multifunctional wheel offers controls for the digital trip menu on the left and torque and volume controls on the right. The dial on the left is for fuel level and water temperature. The centre has a digital display with the speedo surrounding, and on the right for engine revs. The digital trip produces information regarding estimated remaining mileage, total mileage, average MPG and speed, as well as information from the nav, audio, telephone, general settings and service. These can be cycled through using the left array of buttons on the wheel. The Black has the standard Mercedes-AMG display and infotainment systems. The main display is used to control the sat-nav, the radio, telephone functions, video functions and general systems information. These screens are controlled using the button between the seats that can be pushed forwards and backwards, to each side and depressed. There is also a return button to the left of it, to take you back to the previous menu. The buttons below the screen, to the right, are used for the telephone function, to the left, quick select for individual menus, and there is a central volume wheel and skip track buttons. This car has various drive modes that can be switched between: Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, Manual and Race, that alter the throttle response, gear change speed, exhaust valves and suspension, progressively becoming more hardcore. At the bottom of the central stack are the controls for the air conditioning and ventilation. The Black has a 7-speed MCT automatic gearbox with paddle shift and an Alcantara top drive selector that can also be used to sequentially change through the gears. The fully adjustable sports seats are in black leather and Alcantara with red contrast stitching. They were comfortable and offered good side support. This car also has red seatbelts. Seat controls are found on the side for tilt and height, and a pull lever at the front for forward and back. To enter the rear, simply pull the lever at the back of the front seat and pull forward. The rear of the Black is quite a comfortable place with ventilation and individual seats with cup holders and a small storage area. To interior storage. Between the front seats there is a leather-lined area that folds out to reveal device connectivity. In front of this is a concealed cup holder. There is an illuminated glove compartment on the passenger side and netting. The boot is opened by pressing the button found in the driver's door. The official boot capacity is 475 litres. There is sufficient interior lighting with lights at the front and rear. The view out of the rearview mirror is quite hard to beat, as well as all the standard interior lighting controls. The driver and passenger also get illuminated vanity mirrors. So that concludes my tour of this 2012 C63 Black series that, at the time of publishing, is currently for sale at the Aerodynamics Corporation. They have a fantastic selection of cars, so I'll leave all of their details in the description below. Please subscribe for all the latest content, and until next time, cheers.